What's up, people? I'm back again, and today we got the AirPods Pro. Are they dope? Or no? Let's find out. Let's go. So I've had these for a few days, and I have a lot to say, I guess, because I did have a pretty big issue with them, and I actually had to return them at one point. What? But we'll get into that. First and foremost, let's talk about how they look. I can tell you that I have never been a fan of Apple AirPods. Not since they came out, never been a fan. The way my ears are shaped, AirPods just fall out of my ears anyway, so it never gave me a reason to, I don't know, like them or love them. But now, with the new AirPods Pro, they're smaller, they have a little curve to them, and the biggest thing that I was waiting for them to do is they put tips on it. And yes, they have different size tips, small, medium, and large, and you can, change those tips out as needed, which I've already done. I've already put the larger tips on here so that they can fit in my ears snugly. And so far, so good. One of the things they offer in the new AirPods Pro is a fit test. When you do a fit test, you put them in your ears, you open your phone, and you go to the fit test, and it tells you whether you have a good fit or a good seal depending on which one of the ear tips that you are using. What's good to know about these new AirPods is they have a little microphone on the inside, so they can kind of tell what you're hearing. That allows them to utilize the new sound canceling or isolation that they finally have on them. Noise cancellation is fantastic, and they finally brought it to the AirPods Pro. Noise cancellation is one of the things that makes me go for it, especially on an airplane. And everybody knows when you get on the airplane, you have that noise in the background that you hear the entire flight, and it annoys the crap out of you. So noise cancellation is one of the best things that you could have because it helps to drown out most of that noise. And these are excellent with their noise cancellation. I didn't believe it. I didn't buy into it because, like I said, I didn't like AirPods at all. But when I put these in my ear and I turn on noise canceling, I can tell you right now, it's like you feel like the sound is leaving slowly, and it just they put you in a vacuum, and it works. It just works, and that's why I talk about Apple a lot. This was pretty much the only Apple product I didn't have. I love Apple because Apple just works. That's what I tell people every time when they ask why I'm so big on Apple. It's because it just works. And these are no different. They work just like all the other products. You open them up, put them near your phone, and bam, there you go. It's so easy to do. You pair them up real easily. One of the big differences is the way they go in the case, because if you have the previous generation, then you know that they go in the case facing outward, away from each other. These go in the case facing each other, and the case is a lot wider. I don't have another one of the other ones here, but if I did, you'd see that they almost look like this. This is kind of what the previous version of the AirPods looked like. And now this version is more like this. They're pretty close in size. These are a little bit bigger, but they offer a lot more. And yes, they have surface charging. So if you're in a pinch and you need to charge, just place them on the surface charge, and there you go. One of the things they come with is a thick cable that's USB-C to Lightning. I wish it was USB-C to USB-C, but they're not there yet, but they're on their way. That gives you the ability to do fast charging if you have a higher power charging brick. Then you can do fast charging. So at least they gave you that. I'm very happy with the quality, the build quality. I'm very happy with the case, the feel of it. I'm very happy so far with the battery life because they lasted all day and I didn't have a problem. And I think that the aesthetics of it, to me, are fantastic. But again, I hated the previous two generations. So this to me is the first generation of AirPod that I actually can like. I never liked that long teardrop look that they had. So I am a big fan of these shorter, more concise. Oh, listen to that. It just, the sound when it comes on, the way that it just automatically, it starts and bam, you're in. You just know that it's working. They did an excellent job, I think. Now, if I list all the pros and cons, there's a lot to go through. So let's talk about the pros and cons of the AirPods Pro. So what I did was I took the AirPods and I put them to the test. What to me is the biggest test of AirPods or earbuds? The gym. That's right. So I took off to the gym. I jumped in the truck, even though today's a crappy day. I jumped in the truck, headed to the gym, and decided to put these things through their paces. So while I was at the gym, I decided to do a few different things, a few different exercises, just to see how snugly they really fit. And even from the beginning, from stretching and stretching in the corner on the stretch rack, doing all kinds of stretches, no problems there. Then moving on to the weight bench, no problem there. Even flat benching and incline benching, no problem there at all. And that's where I had problems before because the earbuds fell out of my ear. The AirPods, actually, the left one fell out twice while I was benching on the flat bench. And that's one of the reasons why I did this test this time. I put the larger size ear tips on there and I had no problem. They stayed in perfectly. Then I moved on, and from there I did some pull-ups. Also, while I was on the bench, I did some crunches, some calisthenic stuff, some ab work so that I can make sure that they would stay in. And I even jumped on the crossbar, the monkey bars or jungle gym bars, whatever you want to call them, and I scaled across those just to see if I could shake them out, just to see if I could shake the AirPods loose from my ears. And at no time did they come loose. So let me tell you about the issue I had with my AirPod Pros. Now, when I first got them, they worked fine. The volume to the right ear went down. I didn't turn it down, it just went down. So then I started looking through the app, looking through the phone, trying to find a way so that I could turn the volume back up in the right ear. There was no way to do it, and I looked everywhere. So then I obviously called Apple support, and they walked me through some brainstorming or some troubleshooting ideas, and we tried everything, and nothing worked. So I went to the store. I go to the store, they were out of stock. These sold so fast that they said they weren't gonna have any for at least a week. I said, well, I need a new pair. So they said, no problem. They ordered me a new pair. In 2 days, they called me and said, hey, your new pair is here. Would you like to come down? And I said, right away. So I sped down there, picked up my new set, and so far, I haven't had an issue since. But I liked them so much that while I was there, I picked up a second pair for my wife, who I believe is just as happy. Now, she was someone who loved the first generation of AirPods. Matter of fact, she still was rocking the first generation. She didn't even go to the second generation. She went from the first generation and now she has AirPods Pro. I had an issue Apple took care of the issue, swapped out the AirPods Pro, and now I'm rocking a second set, and I haven't had a problem since. I will, however, keep you posted. If something does happen with these, I will make another video or put some information in comments in this video, because I'm here because I love gadgets, but I also love sharing it with you. So I'm hoping that you guys get something out of what happened to me. So that's it. I gave you some details, I gave you some stats, I gave you some situations. Now, you gotta tell me, are the Apple Airpods Pro, are they dope or no? I'm gonna say they're dope. That's me. That's my decision. That's my choice. Just going off of my experiences, that's me. But I want you to weigh in. I want you to tell me what you think. Are they dope or nope? You gotta give me a heads up and let me know if it's just me, I'm thinking that because I'm an Apple lover, or because they're just that good. I don't know. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell so you're notified when I make new ones. And until next time, stay safe, enjoy your gadgets and gear, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. The only thing that I wish I could do with these is I wish I could rock these on my EUC, my electric unicycle. The only reason I can't is because the helmet I wear is so snug inside, I don't think I could squeeze these in, but I will give it a shot just to see if it's possible. Stay tuned for that.